All right. Yay. I'm so sorry, man. This character is so overbuilt. All right. I just uh, yeah, I think you were still a Jedi at that point. Okay. Okay. Couple of quick questions before we get into that. But first off, I put a note in here that I contacted Corson Central Command to regain control of our house. I don't remember how that worked out. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. That's what I needed. That was the only question. The other question will happen during the 10 days. So, right. Which is something I want to address when we get around to starting what we're doing. But, I'll let other people go first because I did a lot last session. So you may cover what I want to do in between there. I may change my plans, but which what is this credit card from? So the banking clan's entire bank fund is in there. We should probably hold on to that until we get some things organized. But yes, we should definitely redistribute that to places that need it the most. Well, there's Naboo did, but so did Coruscant. I mean, Coruscant lost probably a few hundreds of thousands of people, if not a million or more, because that was a very large chunk. But for now, let's hang on to it and see where we need to put it yet later on. We're not going to have to. I mean, if we need to spend some for stuff here and there, that's fine, but let's not make any major decisions until we know who needs it the most, and then we can distribute it that way. Because even distributing it evenly isn't going to help everybody out, because some people need more, some need less. I would definitely prioritize systems that have been suffered attack from the CIS suffered during the war. Definitely is a good idea. That's a noble idea, but it's going to cause chaos. Economically speaking, giving everybody without some sort of framework to support it all, it's going to cause chaos because it'll mean prices will rise all over the place as people who lose out, as people who are currently wealthy suddenly are equal to everybody else and they want to be wealthier again, they're going to raise prices on everything. So we need to make sure we do it correctly in such a way that it all balances out in the long run. There's a way to do what we want to do. That there's a way to do it. I am not the brains kind of person to figure that out. We'll get some people that are smarter and good with finances to figure out how and economics to do it in such a way that we don't make things worse. Is what I'm saying. Well, like I said, we'll deal with it one stage at a time, but let's get some things, some baseline stuff sorted out first. I agree on distributing it, but we need to do it properly. Because, well, obviously, I'd say 10% of that for ourselves should be probably sufficient. Yeah, 10% of the amount that's probably on there is probably nothing compared to what's probably on there. And even divided amongst the six of us, is it six? One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, even amongst six of us, it shouldn't be light. I mean, I've already got a ton of money, but I mean, I always have personal uses for funds. But, we all earn that. So I'm good with taking 10%. Yes. I just totally lost your volume, man. I cannot hear you at all. Test, test. Can you guys hear me? Why the fuck can I suddenly hear anybody? What the hell just happened here? Test, test. Oh, sorry, guys. Hang on one second here. Try turning that off. Hello? Oh, there we go. I got you guys. Sorry. All right, can we repeat all of that? Sorry. I don't know what happened. Potential ally. So, go ahead. Yeah, but Skywalker didn't say he was a Sith. He was just a fallen Jedi. He didn't. Right, and the people who did that to him are now dead. I had a. See what his plans are. I had a. I had another thought. Now, what would potentially lure Verrett out of hiding and bring Skywalker to us as well, and it would solve another problem I personally have, in that I can't give away this dark saber. Someone has to take it from me, and there are very few people that can do that directly. So I'm thinking what we might want to do is announce a contest. Anyone who wants to show up at a location, we can use Mandalore because that seems more appropriate, is who can show up at this location, engage in a series of contests, and whoever comes out on top can gain the dark saber, or depending on who it is, gain a chance at the dark saber, meaning whoever it is can get a chance to fight me. Um, Yeah, it's definitely not simple. Well, the idea being that we have ships in orbit too, so if he shows up and tries to fire the thing, our ships blow him out of the sky. So either way, we win. Because he hit them with that cannon, I believe. Jim, do we know about what he did? Okay, so right, so all right, okay, so that's a bad idea. Scratch that. That doesn't stop him from using the cannon to wipe us all out. If he knows where we are on planet, then no. We have to find out where he is. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. We've got this massive ass dreadnought with all this information on the CIS. Can we use that information to figure out where he had that thing built? Because that was a CIS based design. It was based on a Lucrehulk design. So is there any information in the databases for this dreadnought that would tell us what that? Okay, okay. Thing is, a ship like that requires more than a few years of research and development to build. So that was something someone else was already building. So he likely just found it and right, or they had the plans for it and all the stuff was laid out. It would still take more than a couple of years to build something of that size and that power level. So there's research out there somewhere, but it's really irrelevant to that. If we can't use it to find him, the only thing we can try, well, no, because we could find where it was made. We can maybe find out its weaknesses. Well, it's one of several things we can look at. One of the other things I do want to do is I'm going to reach out and try and get a message out to whatever. I'm sure Master Voss has probably already tried this, but I'll suggest to him if he has that he may try and reach out to find any other survivors of the Jedi Order that were not in Coruscant and find a safe place to send them. So yeah, basically find a safe place to send them. I was just thinking about offering Coruscant, but Coruscant is just too easy and unguarded, and Rot would come here and wipe this place out. And frankly, I live here, so I don't want that to happen. What, Coruscant? Yeah, but there's nothing left on Naboo. Well, nothing in the major. Well, we don't really need a place to hide. We need a place to send the Jedi. And I'm sure the Jedi have other temples and locations. Master Voss should know about that. Well, I'm going to leave that up to I'm just suggesting this to Master Voss because I'm not a Jedi and I have no say in that. Technically, he is currently the head of the Jedi Order because he is the highest ranking surviving member that we currently know of. Now, he's got seniority in that he's been a master for longer. That's all I'm saying. But that's up to him to decide or them to work out. I'm just throwing that out there as a suggestion. Find someplace safe for them. That's why we reach out to them first. And we have access to the Galactic HoloNet. We can send out a broadcast message saying, hey, all members of the Jedi Order who have survived the Purge, leave, get someplace safe, and contact us, and then we can send you to someplace else safe. There are ways to do it in mass, and we can do it a lot faster than him. I'm just saying we should get on it now. We don't even know that he's hunting them. We don't know what his total plans are, other than he had a series of purges planned. But he had nothing to do with that. That was Sidious's plan. He had nothing to do with the purge of this. Oh well, he killed the temple, but he didn't do. He wasn't responsible for Order 66. That was Sidious. Well, yes, he did that. I agree. But the other plan, the overall plan to wipe them out anyway, was Sidious's plan. Is what I was saying. I don't think he's going to keep looking for them at this point. Well, I suppose he could. He could do that, but I don't. Yeah, either way, we should try to reach them out and get them to safety. Uh, or maybe they should just stay scattered. If they need help, we can send them help in either cash or other forms. But if they stay scattered, then he can't get them all in one place if he intends to finish the job. Mm, yeah, correct. I think we need to, for now. Yeah, yeah. I think our next step should be to find out as much as we can about this super weapon ship he created, where it was created, and get some information on it. But I don't even know where to start. It's obviously, I think it was the Trade Federation built those, so we need to figure out where they designed those things and start from there and see if anybody has information. Since nothing on our end, if it wasn't the Trade Federation or the CIS that built it, then who the hell did? Someone has to know that information, and we need to get it. Also, One other thing, actually, speaking of super weapons and things like that, since we have this dreadnought, does the dreadnought databank have any information on any other CIS monster ships that may have unusual capabilities aside from Varets? Right, right. Okay. So the Malevolent isn't in there anywhere. Not that I would know about it, but that's what I was fishing for. All right. All right. Well, then best we can do is reach out to contacts and see if anyone can find. And that's what I'm going to do now. Is part of my time is I'll reach out to a bunch of old contacts and say, hey, we're looking for any information on this thing that was built, who built it, where it was built, etc. At least give us something to point us in the right direction. Yeah, criminal organization would be the most likely somebody with a lot of power and money. About the only ones I can think of with that kind of power and money would be like Black Sun. Of all the, or someone in the Huts, but why the hell the Huts would help out a Jedi or ex-Jedi, I don't know, because I can't see much money in the. So yeah, well, we should reach out to Anakin, reach out to our contacts in both, the underside and the upper side of the world of the galaxy, and see what information we can find. Yeah, that's still put away somewhere. I'm gonna let someone else deal with that Jedi shit. I mean, I can kind of look at it, but mm, hey, wait a minute, that was my kill. I want half. That's okay. I got a dark saber, so. Oh, I was the one who put him down first. That's fine. That's fine, Zarzar. I'm just giving you shit. I got to put Grievous down. That made me happy. No, I don't need it. Oh well, Zan can ask for whatever he wants. It's his find. We haven't determined. Okay, let's verify what's on the chip. The amount that's on the chip. 2 million. I will assist. 350. Yeah, we're not gonna get. We're gonna. Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna deal with the crunchy numbers on that one. It's a fuckload of money. We take 10% and we are all set for life. Our families are set for life for the next, 10 generations, as long as we're not idiots. I'm just want to buy Corson itself. That's fine. Just give him the damn holocron for that much money. Fuck, 2 million is nothing. That's like me reaching into my couch for pocket change. Yeah, that's why things get out of control. The economy done broke. Next game, we gotta watch that. All right, guys. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's when the Jedi were still using lightsabers attached to power packs. Yeah, the Jedi. Um, yeah, we should probably definitely look at those. Ooh, I'll look at the book. More charisma for me? Thank you. Yeah. That's true. I've got force powers now. I can actually look at that shit. Who had the book last? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. The book. Yes, we've had it for a while. Because it was one we stole from the office when we were planning on kidnapping or attacking. All that we did, all that planning that came to naught. Yeah, but we never got the idea of what was in the book. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on. Oh, that might be a really bad idea. Well, they seduce you to the dark side. He might now. I'm racking my brains to find the gateway drug. The first few words are free. Everything after that will cost you, man. Sorry. That is a fair point, actually. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. You should be at level 13 like the rest of us. Mm. Yeah, I was trying to find if there was a background that might have given me the ability to learn any language. Yeah, yeah. Well, somebody had to know it. So Palpatine had to know it, so he had to learn it from someone. That someone is unfortunately probably dead. No. Actually, don't. Hang on a second. Let me look at my. Nope. Is this a check of some kind? Um, Let me hang on a second because I do have something. Would that apply, Lord Master? Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, plus 14. That's massive. I want to know what's on it too. Yep. Got to give it that time, man. Got to give it that time. Yeah, I've yet to do a full one. Well, not counting my engineers. Though next time I think I might play a chef. Like actually play Thigpen the way he's supposed to be as a chef because I didn't realize that was a thing. It's not terribly useful, but it's still interesting. Yeah, Thigpen would have been a little bit more fun, but he just wasn't built for the party at that time. Yeah, I like Thigpen too, and I might revisit him at a later time depending on what happens. Uh, Multiclassing Monk is a bad idea generally. Yeah, because you lose so many abilities. I mean, you get a lot of good stuff early on, but there's a lot of stuff you lose later on. Like at 13th level, I got to increase my critical range again. That's why my critical range is currently 16 plus. Yeah, there's some really cool shit you can do with Monk Leonard. Though Monk Rogue is an interesting multi-class ability. Good lord. Yes. I've been watching a lot of Google videos on time, and the guy who does D&D shorts has a lot of really cool little, great but weird subclasses that nobody ever uses, and had some interesting and yeah, multi-class. Oh, have you seen his Ryoko's Guide stuff? Definitely look up, check out his newer videos. He'll have links to it, called Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms. It's a whole book series he's putting out. It's Kickstarter. It's worth it. It's got some fucking kick-ass shit for D&D in it. It's all Asian themed, so lots of really cool stuff, like 8 new subclasses and subclasses, like 4 new classes, a bunch of subclasses, and rules for fighting kaiju. Like you can literally climb up the side of the thing to fight it. Yep. Multi-stage boss fights built into each one. It's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, definitely check it out. Actually, no, I'll find the link for it and post it in the general chat because I've got it here somewhere because I kickstarted it. Ooh, ooh. But can you actually cast it if it's a 9th level ability? Oof. Damn. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, do you have that book? Can I take a look at that real quick? Or for a little bit? I just want to. I had a thought. I want to take a look at something. I tapped the mask I'm wearing. Revan was a Sith. He might still be in here. He might be able to help me read it. I want to see if I can channel him to see if I can try and. But it's me. I can handle it. Look, we need to know what's in here in case there's something we can use to stop Varrett. Right? And if the two of you, if Master Voss and Zarzar are both with me at the time I'm doing this, I'm not planning on doing this alone because I'm probably going to need some help with this. But if something goes wrong, they can probably stop me. All right. All right, so I'm going to take the book. I'm going to find a nice empty room. I'm going to sit down with it and meditate. I'm going to try and channel Revan through the mask to see if he can help me read this book. Is our okay? Okay, and I'm doing this with advantage because I'm getting all kinds of help on this. Okay, and it's just a straight charisma check, or is it a charisma save? Okay. Oh, whoops. Well, 8 total, so it's 33. So, okay. My reflection or a reflection? I'm okay. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna bow respectfully. Revan, I assume, since you wear the mask I now wear. I'm waiting for. Very well. We found this book in the office of one who was at the time the High Chancellor of the Republic, and it later turned out to be a Dark Lord of Sith who was manipulating many, many things behind the scenes. Since we have recovered this book, I have attempted to discern. I have attempted to discern. I am using this medium to attempt to discern what the book can tell me, if it can tell me and my allies anything useful that can stop another threat. I want to say not quite a Sith, some kind of fallen Jedi, very powerful individual, has a very powerful weapon, and we're trying to find if there's any information in this book that can help us stop him. Even if I can't do it, if I can give it to one of the Jedi that are with me to teach them how to do it, so we can stop this great threat to the galaxy after everything else we've already gone through to stop a war. I think we ran into something like that on Tatooine actually recently, a couple of weeks ago actually. Or actually, for most of a year, we dwelt in a cave that was strong in the essence of the dark side. The sun, like as in a sun in the sky or a person. Okay, so SON and not SUN. Okay. Oh, out of character. You have to refresh my memory on that, Carlos. His sabers and possibly his robe. I don't know if the right. Oh, oh, oh shit. Now, out of character, did I know about that? I don't remember if my character knew about the forge. Is that, I'm assuming that's what we're talking about is the forge. Yep. Okay. Oh, so Anakin has access to the forge. Fuck. You mean Revan? I am unsurprised. Now, is he giving me the information on the forge and what it is that I'm looking for? Okay. Wait a minute. That would imply that Anakin is in league with Varrett. All right. That does answer a lot of questions. And does he have any ability to give me a location on this thing? Does he know this information himself? Like this coordinates or where I can go to get those coordinates? Right. Right. But in order to do that, we need to find the Star Forge. But if the people who have the knowledge of it are at the Star Forge, then how do I find it without finding them, or vice versa? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused here on how this works out. So my original plan to call them out and face them down is gonna be the way to go on that. Okay. Which means we need to assemble our armada to face whatever they are gonna bring to us. Fuck. We're back to that plan. Anything else? Well, Lord Revan, thank you very much for your time and your information. Hopefully, we'll have another chance to speak in the future once this is all over. I am absolutely fascinated to know as much as you are willing to tell me down the road. You have been a subject of interest of mine since I was a very young Gand without a name. And I'll bow once again and then sit back and close my eyes and attempt to break the connection and get back to everybody else. I just look up, look around at everybody. Sorry, guys, it was just Sith porn. I'm kidding. Pardon my erect ovipositor. Dark side's very sexy. They've got cookies. No, we need to go and go hit the conference room and get some drinks because we're gonna need it. That was so. Yeah, I'm gonna lead the way to a conference room and get some alcohol and drink at least one full glass before I start talking. So, good news. That was the best thing we could have done to give us everything we needed to end this conflict. Bad news. It's really bad. So, since I was a young Gand without a name, Revan has always been a great source of interest to me. I've been searching all of his information, researching everything he's ever done, everything been involved in, every step of his history all the way, which is part of why I was looking for this mask the whole time and his weapons and some other things. By going into the mask and looking at the book, I was able to have a conversation with him, or at least a memory of him in which he imparted some information specifically into something that he had been involved with and he had relocated, and attempted to destroy. And apparently, Virat has located it along with his ally, Skywalker. They are working together. When Skywalker gave me the mask, he had another piece of information he kept to himself. That was the location of a machine. I don't even know how to describe it. It's called the Starforge. It is capable of draining stars to create armies of ships and robots. It is now in the hands of Virat and Skywalker and the Sides of Interest. So, Starforge. Think of the biggest station you can think of and magnify it by an order of 10, and then magnify it again by another 10. They are massive, they drain stars for power, and they churn out ships at a very rapid pace and droids at a very rapid pace. Someone who controls a Starforge can easily assemble an armada in a very short period of time, which is what we need to start working on now. We need to get a hold of Thrawn, let him know what's going on, and then we need to start assembling our armada, and then we need to challenge them and pull them to us. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to our original plan because all the maps to Starforge were locations we'd already been to and had already been found by Anakin or Virat. So we have no way to find it without bringing them to us. I don't think we're going to be sneaking. If we can get an idea of their coordinates and a place to meet them, maybe we can take one of them at a time. Well, the last place we saw him was not necessarily the place he stays. I take a look at the gun. Is there anything particularly old about its design, like something that might have been made at the Starforge? Would that be a lore check of some kind? I don't suppose we have any of those droid remnants, do we? God, but that's just a power source. That wouldn't have any kind of memory or information in it. Zarzar, if you would. Give it a shot. Oh shit! Damn, we don't have anybody to get a hold of Mortimer's old droids. Hey, wait a minute. Well, Sidious was the bad guy. He was a bad guy. They are just as bad. No, Sidious was a big bad. He was one of several. Hey, wait a minute. Go ahead. When was this? Did you see that? That's not surprising. I'm gonna look at Master Voss. Master Voss, any chance there's any recollection of the Count's thoughts in your head? I.e., maybe he knows where the Star Forge is? Damn. I knew that was going to be too easy. Yeah, hot space is still a pretty big area. All right. Yeah. Thing is, we now have access to all of the CIS fleet and all of the Republic fleets. If yes, it's very large. From my understanding of, did Rabbit happen to show me any mental images of what this thing looked like? Yeah, yeah. So it's got hyperdrives and all that shit too. So yeah, yeah, yeah. But you'd have to be in that same. You'd have to be in the same system to see it doing its thing, or in a close enough system to notice at the star that it was being drained noticeably. I don't know what the rate of drain is on it. I don't know how. I don't know the exact details. I just have a general idea of how it worked and how big it is. So correct. But it also answers the question of where he got his ship from. He probably had the Starforge build it. The scary part is if the Starforge could build one of those things, it could build more. Um, correct. Now, the thing is, the systems capable of noticing that were probably on Coruscant. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Let me do this. Let me get Thrawn into this discussion because he needs to know what the hell's going on and he may have some suggestions. Oh, Dewey, that's right. So let's take a break here. Think about any ideas you might want to come up with, and then we'll bring him up to speed tomorrow. Where were we meeting him? Here at Corson or somewhere else? Jim, Carlos. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Hold a meeting. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Well, I am at that point. Go ahead. I was saying if we're breaking at that point is I would. No, go ahead. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely a good thing. But yeah, definitely let's take a short break and we'll be right back. Alrighty. And we're back. A level. Oh, okay. To himself. Okay. Now we could always kill him, disintegrate his body. The hell? Nope. Yeah. That final battle is going to get ugly. There will be death in it. Yeah. If it's all of us against the three of them, it's going to be fucking ugly. And that's what it's probably going to boil down to. Us, the three of them, and a whole bunch of their droids, and a whole bunch of our droids. Well, I think the way it's going to come down to is all of our droids will be fighting all of their droids, and it'll be us getting to wherever they are to engage them in combat. Yeah, he's going to be a bitch and a half to stop. I hope y'all have stuff prepared to stop force powers because we're going to need it. Well, you can only attune to, yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, no, we're gonna. All right. Bless you. Uh, I'm one. I'm just saying that right now. I am a talker. We should probably have one of the Jedi representatives. Yeah. So, all right. Then either. No. Oh, you think you can talk, sir? We'll have us a talk off and determine this sometime. Well, I don't know. We'll start with that. What do we want to talk about? My God, if Zan and Zash put their time together, they could do a lot of damage socially. Yes. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, we could patch in our pad to the Dreadnought hollow chamber and probably be able to relax with wine, but that just looks bad. So we got to set the right tone here. No, we're going to. I'm just saying we could do it that way, but we're not gonna. Okay. I am Master Zash Quick, first Revan of Mandalore. No, it's well, no. I actually have a title of Master of the Terras Kazi Order. The Revan, the first Revan, is the important part of that. Actually, the Master is just kind of a. It is my actual rank. First Revan is one I just created. I like it too. Well, hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, good. Because we are not working alone. Really. Oh. Shh. God. Yeah, I was thinking Lando for a second there. That's a good point. It's a nice build-ups of suspense there, Carlos. Well done. That's fair. Well, hold on to your shorts because it's going to get worse. Well, so we, amongst the things we found in our investigations of Palpatine, is we found a book. The book in itself isn't horribly relevant. It's a dark side tale, but I was able to use it to establish a connection to Taps the Mask, Revan, or at least a memory of him, in which he was able to impart some information to me that has clarified a whole lot of things in a very not good way. Um, when I was given this mask, when I was given the task, when we were given the task of killing Palpatine, I was given this mask and we were also given a sum of money as payment for it. At the time we were given the mask, we were also made aware there was another piece of information that Skywalker, who was the one who gave us the mask, was holding on to. We didn't know what it was at the time. We didn't really ask about it because I'd been looking for the mask for a while. That was my own fault for being blind. Uh, got it, came back. Anyway, Revan told me that the other piece of information was a star map leading to an article, a I don't know if to call it article, a ancient artifact, a machine, a station the size of a small moon that was capable of churning out droids and starcraft by draining nearby star systems or draining the sun of whatever star system it happened to be in. This thing is known as a star forge. Revan knew about this because he had been on the Star Forge twice before, the second time to try and destroy it or at least stop its usage. We don't know where it is right now because obviously it has been moved from wherever Virat found it, and that was how apparently Virat made that weapon that did so much damage to Coruscant. In addition, we have discovered that we have been duped and that Skywalker and Virat are working together and Skywalker is acting as Virat's apprentice. with Vrod obviously as the master in this situation. So they set us up to take care of Palpatine for them, and they are the final enemy. They and their Starforge are the final enemy. So what we are facing is an enemy that is very well equipped to cause a major threat to the galaxy in a very short order of time. We don't know where they are, and the best advice Revan could give me was to find a way to lure them out, which means we need to create a battle force of our own that is capable of matching them and luring them to a battle of our choosing. Now, Thrawn, Admiral, Grand Admiral, you are the master tactician here. I'm assuming you can come up with a place, location, and setup to give us the best advantage. We'll leave that up to you. I don't know if anyone else has anything else to compete to it, but basically that's what we're looking at. There's going to be one engagement, and that's it. It's going to be an all or nothing. We have to stop him before he fully turns loose the power of the Star Forge. And that is the situation we are facing. Children? Well, I can tell you, um, and I'll look at Master Window at this from what Zarzar has told us, and what we have discovered through investigation is Varad is drawing on some power from some ancient race called the Elders. He found some information on Naboo about them and has been using that, and that's probably what that unusual power is. Unfortunately, we know next to nothing about it, so we don't know how we're going to be able to counter it. Whoops, sorry. That would be beautiful. Uh, yes, that is almost certainly to be. Well, we can mitigate that somewhat in that we can recall all the droid armies from the CAS and put them to fighting their droid armies or helping us. My thinking is that we're going to need those armies as a distraction. Well, we'll minimize the devastation. Hmm. Well, we don't know where he is. That's the problem. Yeah, I was going to actually suggest something along those lines, but I'll wait till he says something. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Who was it that killed Jabba? That was Anakin, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, why don't we just reach out to the Hutts and see if they know where he is? Tell them he was the one who killed Jabba and is hunting them down. That could give us more allies. Well, maybe, maybe not. Maybe not all of them. I mean, their individuals may be dead, but their infrastructure is still going to be there. It might be. It would be worth trying to reach out to them. Well, something along the lines of what I've been thinking of also was speaking of hut space is if we're looking for a planet that is populated, but something we might not care as much about possibly losing is maybe something in hut space because a planet full of criminals, I hate to say it, I don't finish the sentence at that point. Well, the thing is, well, we also have to have a place to center New Mandalore, and I am fully aligned with aligning with the New Republic and or becoming part of the New Republic. Where the actual capital is isn't super important to me, but it should be somewhere that is accessible to everybody fairly readily. And I don't know what Alderaan is like on the out of character. I don't know how Alderaan is positioned on trade routes and things like that. I don't know if that'd be the best choice. Yeah, it's Coruscant is not usable as I think that wound on Coruscant will be something that we'll be looking at for a very long time, and using Coruscant to rebuild is a bad idea. Um, I don't personally have any objections to using Alderaan, but it will make Alderaan a target. Damn, you know. President, President. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, Premier would be another good one. Premier would be another good one too. Possibly Prime Minister. Well, Prime Minister is more like a planetary thing, but Premier would also be a good one. Yeah, absolutely. Shush. Zarzar, if you can contribute anything useful, shut up. I'm just beefing with you. We got to get some relaxation and jokes in while we can because it's going to get ugly down the road here. Oh, Doesn't it mainly have black holes though? Oof. That'd be a hell of a place to park at Starforge. Oh, we're talking about areas for investigation, not necessarily potential battlefields. Well, I like Kessel for hiding the Starforge itself. Tath is pretty far out, would be a great place to stay secret, and it's an industrial world. Right. I think Tath should probably be the last place we look on, but I think I would like to start with Kessel. However, Kessel is going to be very dangerous to navigate, and I don't think I'm up to that. We need somebody who's a really excellent pilot to get us through that. We're definitely not. I don't think we're taking a dreadnought through there. Yeah, good point. Good point. So we could probably start with Nashida, then check Kessel, and then Teth if we need to after that. I think Nashida is a good place to start. At the very least, we can get in touch with the Huts there and let them know what we know about the death of Jabba and any other potential Huts, which may generate us some additional allies in Hut space. Are we still going with Premiere? I thought we were going to workshop that. Hey you. That's your official title. The Hey You of the New Republic. Well, looks like that's going to be Nar Shaddaa. Well, we can meet on the outer edge of the system. We don't have on Todira. That works for me. Alrighty. Is Master Voss going to go with us, or okay? Well, we need somebody to stay with the Dreadnought because we're not taking the Dreadnought into hut space. I need someone I can trust to be in charge of it. For investigation, because we don't have anybody else. Well, well, yeah, 100%. We wouldn't do it without you. It's going to take all of us to deal with this. Oh, good point. Good point. Good point. Okay. Um, shit. Do we have anybody left that's an ally that we can put in charge of this thing? Wait, did we ever find out what happened to the Admiral Dow? Oh, okay, okay. Uh, yeah, but he's retired. If John Quay survived, because he was a Jedi, wasn't he? Oh, I thought he was. Oh, he's not even all that old. So, and we don't really know him necessarily. 2x2 with hands of blue. Wait, no, wrong universe, wrong universe. Sorry. Uh, actually, actually, I had a thought. Reach back out to. Well, how we just take the ship to Mandalore. So, question, GM. Any chance that in that whole recall thing I did at the CIS that might have gotten a hold of Mortimer and his droids, or the droids that Mortimer used to have? Because they had the other dreadnoughts and a pile of droids he was rebuilding. Okay, so Who? Thrawn? Um, we could. I could reach out to Mandalore, see who's in charge of Mandalore on the planet itself. Though technically I'm in charge of Mandalore, but we could find who's on the ground and let them know because we know now. No, no, we'll find. Well, let's find out who is there, who is a leader there that we could talk to, and see who is there because I don't want to leave this dreadnought just floating around with a bunch of droids in charge. I want to leave it with somebody. Well, I don't have that. Okay, you got to remember, kid. All of my allies are either here or dead. I've outlived most of them. Oh, shush you. Fine, I'll reach out to Edward. Edward was one of the founding members of the last group we had attached ourselves to at the end. He retired after a couple of his friends were killed in our last encounter with Grievous. Or apparently they're because he retired, and we were going to honor that apparently. Well, we'll reach out to him and see what he says. He may laugh at us, or he may help, or he may tell us to fuck off. I don't know. I don't know how to reach him. Actually, Zarzar, you know him. You reach him. His homeworld. Yes, it was the guy who died that made Edward retire. He was his friend. Zarzar, blah blah. Do you not have a way to like reach him? Right, so we don't. Okay. Okay. Oh, so do we have enough of it to know the coordinates to jump to it? Okay. So do we have a way to reach out to them through the HoloNet rather than flying there, or do we have to fly there? Okay. Alrighty. So we'll make our way to Ichan. Yeah, he got stepped on. It was. I didn't know him for long. Well, we're gonna jump outside of the system as usual. Well, like you know, maybe just onto the outer edge of the system, and then slowly uh, make our way in, and just to scan the area to make sure there's nothing out of the ordinary going on. You know what? Yeah, we'll go in the dreadnought just because I don't want to leave it behind. But we're not going with like weapons armed or anything like that. So do we know what Edward's last name was, or what his any other names we would call him by? Edward Elric. Okay. Such original names. Was he a shrimp in a red jacket? Alrighty. Oh, didn't know he was missing those. I knew where the name came from, but good point. Okay. Yes. Okay. Reach out through. Now that we're in the system, use the comms to reach out to the planet. We are attempting to reach Edward Ulrich. I was gonna do the talking myself. Just get me on the comm. Take the comm away from the droid and do the talking. I'm assuming I'm sitting in the command chair, so I'll do the talking from the command chair. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Well, that's actually not bad. Oh no, it was a 4. Okay. Let's try this again. Apologize for my droid. He should be scrapped shortly. Yes, this is Master Zash Quick, first Revan of the New Mandalore. I am looking for Edward Ulrich, a resident of your fair planet and a former ally of our organization. Uh, Mandalorian Dreadnought, thank you. No longer Confederacy. The CIS no longer exists. No, he is not in trouble. We actually require some information and assistance from him if he is available. Just let him know it's the Hunters of Dawn slash the former Hulkbusters. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time. Okay. We can do it either way, whichever his preference is. We are his guests here on your world. All right, then we'll take the Last Hope. I'm sorry, the Last Horizon down, but we'll leave the Dreadnought in orbit with. For this, if in this case, we'll leave Master Voss on the Dreadnought if he's okay, if he's cool with that. Just so we have somebody watching over the damn droids. What's funny, this is the second time he's been in a captured Dreadnought. So he's all right. All right, so we'll head down to the surface. Okay. We will. Which shouldn't take long since we haven't been flying it far, but okay. All right, thank you very much. I will head in that direction. Is it a walking distance thing? All right. I'll knock on the door first, and then I'll go inside because it said we could just go in, but you know. Edward, it's good to see you again. I apologize for intruding on your retirement. Unfortunately, we have information in need of assistance. Yeah, I know, I'm an ugly bastard and I haven't gotten any better looking with this mask, but bad things afoot. I'm sure you've heard by now the news of what happened to Coruscant. Oh, okay. All right, so basically, I will lay out everything for Edward so he knows all the information. What happened to Coruscant, who we're up against, what we're up against, and any information he may have to apply to that would be useful. Yeah. Well, no, he's retired and gotten fat. Yeah, I'm just saying that for fun. Well, basically, we're looking for some additional allies, people we can trust to go with us, or at least somebody to keep an eye on our new ship while we go into hot space and look for information. I know you're retired. I don't anticipate. Well, I don't. I'm not anticipating you're going to want to come back out of retirement for much of anything. But we're basically gathering all the allies we can at this point because we need everybody we can. This situation is pretty dire, but once we can deal with it, get past it, then we can go about restoring the republic or restoring a new government that is better for everybody. I would have explained that. A dreadnought, a CIS dreadnought. No, I'm not looking for Jean Coy to pilot the dreadnought. That's why I came to you, or to command the dreadnought. That's why I came to you. If you were up for it, like I said, I know you're retired, or know anybody that. Wait till you see the size of our bank account. Anything you need. Would you like a planet? We will apply all the resources of our new government to help you out with that. I promise you that. In fact, I am willing to sign a contract to that effect that even if I die, that remaining government will apply its resources to helping you find your home world. Well, we can we have plans to help out a whole bunch of people in a specific order. We have, as I've stated, Bail Organa is going to be the new premier for this new government. We'll trust him to make sure that your people get an equal share or get a fair share of money to assist them. Alrighty, well, whenever you're ready to go, we don't have a lot of time, so oh yeah, these are some of our new people. I'll introduce them to the new guys. And technically, Thigpen is still a member, but he's now doing other things. It's on his resume. Uh, Probably don't want to talk about. You mean Zash? All right. Well, the Hulkbusters are no more, regardless. But we do need to get going. So, Edward, whenever you're ready, you can either join us on our ship. Go ahead. No, Jonathan Bryan only had like a headhunter, I think. God, I don't know when they left, so I don't remember which ships that we had. Uh, yep. Who? What? Wait, what? She was a Padawan. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Anyone else you can think of? So is he reaching out? Oh, something. Well, he wasn't the first one. As a side note, I know Edward's the only one who recall, but Thigpen had personal experience in Hut space because that was where he freed himself from slavery. So just FYI. But they did say they would keep themselves available to provide information if they could find anything. Bring the chef! Guys. Too many people talking at once. We're overload. I can't think of any other. That was before my time. Uh, cool. Do we have that kind of time? I'm okay with that, honestly. Because how Shh. No, that's worse. The Yes's will is fine. That's fine because that means I don't want to. Last Horizon isn't really built. It's built for stealth and running away. It's not built for combat. So I'd rather keep that on. Take that, leave that on Corson, or leave that on somewhere else where it can't get destroyed because we put a lot of money into that ship. Uh, yeah. Or retrofit a ship. We're going to be spending time. Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, honestly. If we could find a ship that's pre-built to specifications we need, we'll do that. But other than that, object here, no. just as a note, if we can find any information on what hit those frickin' Venators that knocked them out, and see if that new ship can get shielded against that. Some kind of EMP knockout thing. We need it resistant to that. I'll take lore because that's. Oh yeah, the chick on the planet with the Zilla Beast. The doctor, what? Dr. Bell. Absolutely. I will reach out to whatever the Doug Homeworld was, and because that was where we last saw her, was there. Right. Yeah, it's been a year plus since we last saw Edward. Yeah, I just saw that. Keep an eye out for. So should we go ahead and level these guys up? Oh, they're already a level of 11. That's what I was saying. They're a couple levels behind everybody else, so that's what I was just. It's been a year. That's fine. Hey, Thigpen's been doing stuff. It just hasn't been active doing stuff. Well, no, he said he was, but he was looking for information at the same time. He was keeping an ear out and doing what he could. He wasn't just staying with the family the whole time. He was doing stuff. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, he's going to be background for this at best anyway, so. Uh, okay, he is definitely not a frontline fighter, but he's an engineer from hell. And he has a large family, all equally capable. Oh, um, yeah. Do that offline. Let's not worry about that. Jesus, how much? All right. Jeez, why don't you just add us? We've been retired for like 10 years. Yeah. No. Well, that's up to you on what you want to do. With the way things are going, we could probably have one of the other allies operate the ship if you prefer to be battling, or you could just stay on board the ship and direct from. Yeah. Well, we can discuss actual roles once we get out there and get some information. Our biggest concern right now is finding what they're up to and finding a place we can lure them to engage them in battle. That's fine. Yeah. Well, we can arrange to pick them up. That's not a big deal. We can easily arrange that. Right. So, all right. So I think we've gathered all the hours we can. Let's. Oh, absolutely. I don't have any problem. Hopefully that won't take too much time. But yeah, no, I need to go to Mandalore anyway to establish dominance, as it were. Uh, and I'll need to have some. We'll need to get them up to. I would know. Yeah, well, I need to get them assigned. Shush up! All right, let's go to Mandalore because I need to get their forces in position or get them ready to go. So this big battle, because God knows the Mandalore aren't going to want to miss this. Relax, Zarzar. We got this. We have a plan. We follow the plan. Do the job. We get paid. Oh wait, wrong universe again. We've been paid a lot. Now, you're a Jedi. You don't need it. You're gonna give it all up to us anyway. Moving on. Yes, the Jedi Order will get a large chunk to rebuild the Jedi Order with. Though, well, we'll have another conversation about that at a later time. But let's get going. Time's a wasting. I mean, he could always come along. No, wait, no, he was handed over to the he was handed to the Achan. He can't. So he's a good little droid. No. Alrighty. So we've got our plan. Let's get going. Ooh, look at my black shiny stick. Now you follow me. Oh, that's right. We had all those Mandalorians on board. Yeah, there was like 20 Mandalorians. And very dead now. That's how I got this. So basically, I'm going to make their fleets ready to go and await instructions. They will arrange a defensive force to stay behind to protect the planet, but then a large part of the elite warriors will be going to where we decide to have this final battle. That's a lot of Mandalorians. I didn't realize there were that many left. Oh, this is true because the purge never happened. All right. All right. I will also make it clear that once this event is over with, if I survive the event, then at that time, anyone who wishes to can attempt to challenge me for the Darksaber. But until then, I am in charge. That is my one request at this time. I understand that though it could be passed to anyone who could defeat me in combat, but I'd like to save that until after this is done, so we don't have any sudden changes of command mid-battle. And if I die, then someone could pick it up from my cold dead corpse, or defeat whoever killed me and take it for themselves. I also know make them aware the title of First Revan will be the title of the leader of Mandalore going forward. It'll be First Revan, Second Revan, Third Revan, etc. going forward. And each of them will inherit this mask as well as the Darksaber. That way the mask returns to and remains with Mandalore, as it should be. Excellent. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to stop.